Welcome to Vegetables, day 36. And just start right off the bat with the weight today. Of course, it's in my phone. And this morning I was 240.1, and this evening I was 244.2. So, if you're keeping track of any, not that you would, but, it's about 4 pounds between the morning and the afternoon. Obviously, because of the way I've been eating this week, nowhere near getting under 240. So I'm not for sure what I'm going to do to, really truly commit myself. I say I want to feel better, I want to get healthier, but I also refuse to eat correctly. So, having said that, for today, for breakfast, I had a banana, and then I had 2 sandwiches made of English muffins, eggs, cheese, and bacon. And I had I had 2 cups of coffee today. I really tried to have just one, but I really enjoy 2 cups. So I guess as long as I can keep it to no more than 2 cups, I'll just have to accept that. But, some days hopefully I will make it just 1 cup. But then for lunch, I did okay. I had more taco salad, so it was mostly lettuce, and then tomatoes, cheese, meat, and sour cream. So really, it's about half and half as far as healthiness. Lettuce, tomatoes, good. Meat, cheese, sour cream, not so good. And then for dinner, I had 2 chicken sandwiches, a bag of chicken patty sandwiches. Okay, I'll be truthful. I had 2 McChickens. Yes, McDonald's. It's just not fair for them to make their food so addicting. But I had 2 McChicken sandwiches, a 2-ounce bag of Lay's potato chips, and then I had one of my Luna bars. Not for sure if I'll have anything else to eat tonight. Probably not. But if I do, it will be some bran cereal. Just because I need some more fiber. So, I did mark the chart again for this week. I'm going to go ahead and keep track for next week. Again, still going to try to eliminate bread from my diet. Of course, I know that means no more English muffins. Yay. Any rate, so today, it's red for breakfast because I had an English muffin. But I did get, both Scott and I got a smiley face for lunch. He had a bowl of chili and didn't put any crackers in it. So, yay for both of us on that. We got 2 smiley faces. And then we both had buns for dinner because he had hamburgers. And then for snacks, he had one of his sugar-free cookies. But I didn't have any snacks. Trying to think if I'm being truthful or not. I know I had a package of peanut butter crackers, but I think that was yesterday. I don't think I had any today. No, I didn't. That was yesterday. So yay. Even though I got two reds, I got 2 green smiley faces. So better than the last, let's see, 2 days. Yesterday I got 1. because I had the taco salad, so I didn't have any bread for dinner. And then, Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday, I didn't get any smiley faces. But I'm going to go ahead and erase that then. Well, oh, I still got to put Saturday on there. I forgot a day. Go figure. So, I'll go ahead and, put on tomorrow, let you know how I did. You'll probably see it says van registration. I got that taken care of, so I can erase that. Other than that, I have to say that there is one particular, I'm not going to mention it, but one particular healthcare system in my area that I am just about at my wit's end with. For the most part, I have switched all my doctors to the other healthcare system in the area. There's basically two. There's a few private doctors, but then again, I kind of like using the healthcare systems because they can communicate through my chart. So if I go to, one doctor, let's say I go to the gastroenterologist, and then I go to the pulmonologist, and then I go to the cardiologist, they can all access my chart system and get a complete history. And that helps me out because then every time I go to a doctor, I don't have to say, okay, well, you get get my records from this doctor, you get my records from this doctor, and instead of the doctor's office having, I could go see a new doctor, instead of that doctor having to contact 10 doctors to get all of my records, all the doctor's office has to do is log into my chart. So I do like that. But the one healthcare system I just not getting good care from. And, if you go to my Angie B's House channel and look at or watch my video on heart scare, it kind of goes into, an example of what I ran into with this particular healthcare system. I still have 2 doctors in that system. One of them I'm perfectly happy with. I've not had, knock on wood, not wood, knock on wood, not had any problems with him or his office. And the other office, the other doctor that I'm with, hadn't really had a lot of problems with that office. Just some minor hiccups that were tolerable. But I'm thinking of switching this particular specialty because I've been seeing this doctor for a couple years, and he had prescribed in the past, in the winter, he had prescribed a medication, a particular type of medication, and I don't typically need it except for in the winter because of the cold air. So I contacted his office either Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. And asked if there's any way, because he'd prescribed this medication to me before in the past, if he could prescribe it to me again. And I got one particular nurse that, I've dealt with and not had any problems with. She's like, yes, I'll take care of it. And she took care of it. The only problem is the medication that the doctor really wants me to take isn't covered by insurance. So the pharmacy, who has been absolutely wonderful, faxed my doctor's office 2 days ago and said, hey, this isn't covered, or this medication requires prior approval by my insurance. Do you want to fill out the prior approval forms, or do you want to, prescribe something else? Didn't hear anything. Didn't hear anything from the pharmacy either, but they did send me something. Finally sent me something. But, so, I called the pharmacy, I think it was this morning, yeah, and asked, well, hey, what's going on? And it was relatively early this morning. And they told me what was on, so I was like, okay, it's already been, over 24 hours since the pharmacy faxed that information to the doctor's office and hadn't received a response. So, being diligent and wanting to make sure that I have this medication before the really cold weather hits this weekend, I'm like, okay, so I contacted the doctor's office and I explained that insurance didn't cover it. So is there some other medication? So a different nurse got back to me and she asked, well, what insurance do you have? And I told her my insurance. And then she came back to me, and it was, like really late in the day where I couldn't do where it wouldn't do any good. Doctors weren't in the office because it's Friday afternoon. Doctors are no longer in the office. And she says, well, I don't know what your insurance covers, so you'll have to call the insurance company. Okay. I've never had that happen before. And trust me, I've been to a lot of doctors and been on a lot of medications. And I've never had that happen before. So at this point, the doctor's office, by the time I received this message, doctor's office is closed. So I call the pharmacy and I was like, well, this is what she said. So do you have any idea of what other medicines could be used in place of that? And the pharmacist and I explained, what the nurse told me. And he's like, the pharmacist is like, that's not your job, that's their job. And I could suggest other medicines to you, but I can't prescribe them. And even if you call and get, a list of medicines from the insurance company, you still don't know what medicine to prescribe, which of course the nurse had told me to, contact the insurance company and then let them know. And it just didn't sit right with me because I'd never had that experience before. And every time the insurance company has not covered something, and I've dealt with not just many medications in many doctor's office, but many insurance companies as well. The pharmacy's always gone back to the doctor's office and said, hey, this isn't covered by insurance. Is there something else you'd like to prescribe, or do you want to fill out the authorization? Just like the pharmacy did this time. And the doctor's offices have always been very prompt, and they either fill out the authorization or they say, okay, we'll prescribe this. So I wrote back to the nurse, and I addressed it to the specific nurse. I'm like, so and so. I said, seriously, I am neither a doctor nor a physician. I have no idea what other drugs could be prescribed instead of the Delera. Well, it was Delera. And basically, I was trying to think of what else I told her. But basically, and I don't remember, but basically I said, That's not my job. It's your job and the doctor's job to tell me what other medicines I can take and to find out if it's covered by insurance or not. I mean, essentially what happens is what's happened in the past, because I've been on this medicine before. Insurance decided not to cover it and he put me on something else, the same doctor. And, I told her, I said that now, it's too late in the day. Because you did not do your job, I now have to wait. Well, I said 2 more days, but now it's actually 3 days because I won't be able to get the medication until Monday afternoon. So, the coldest time of the year, I didn't want to have to leave my house in below zero weather to get this medication. So needless to say, I'm not happy. So, we'll see what happens on Monday. Hopefully I get this medication. In the meantime, I'll just have to hope that I don't have any, real problems because I don't have this medication. Because it really does. I don't like taking it on a regular basis. But hopefully, but I don't mind taking it on short term to get me through the rough spell of winter. And, it's been 2-3 winters in a row that I've needed this. And, to be quite honest with you, knowing my situation and knowing, that I've needed it in the past, especially when it gets so cold, I should have been a little more proactive. But I was just absolutely flabbergasted. I could believe it. And, that's another reason why I've always been diligent about being my own advocate. In this day and age, you have to be your own advocate because nobody else is going to advocate for you. With having to deal with so many different doctor's offices because you can't just go to one doctor and be treated by that one doctor. You have to be treated by a doctor that, depending on what your condition is. Like a urologist, a gastroenterologist, a pulmonologist, a oncologist, a anesthesiologist, a neurologist, a otolaryngologist. It's ridiculous. And then on top of that, you have to, make sure that you're on top of your insurance. I will say my insurance now that I have now is a lot better than insurance companies I've had in the past. I've had some where I spent hours on the phone trying to get them to correct a billing. But luckily, thankfully, I have Medicare now, so I'll be honest, I'm on disability, so I have Medicare now, and Medicare's been doing this long enough that most times they don't screw up. If there's an issue, it's not because Medicare didn't process your claim correctly, it's because the doctor's office billed incorrectly. And, it's a matter of, okay, this isn't covered, so contact the doctor's office and say, well, you need to reprocess this correctly. And, even with that, I've been dealing with Medicare now for 2 years. Well, no, actually more than that. Since 2000, so I've been dealing with Medicare for 11 years and I've not had near the problems that I've had with private insurance companies. But I just wanted to share my experience with you today because it's, you know, it's what I run into, and I'm just here to share and also provide some insight, and you know, maybe it will help somebody else to know that, you know, what I've gone through, how it gets, you know, what problems I run into, how the problems get solved, and you know, maybe it'll help somebody else. So I do want to encourage you, please. I need some more subscribers. I only have one right now, and I have, you know, close to 30 views. If I've got 30 people that are, well, not 30 people, but you know, if I have that many views, you know, maybe, I'm sure there's more people watching than just my one subscriber, especially when I've got multiple views on, you know, one video. So please, please subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Give me a thumbs up, or a thumbs down. But if you give me a thumbs down, you know, also give me a comment. Let me know, what did you not like? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know what you like. And then hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the next video. And then in the meantime, I hope you do enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.